The UN climate negotiations are currently focused on two things. First, to produce the rules to put in place the processes, mechanisms and institutions established by the Paris Agreement. Second, COP26 is focused on collating the short-term actions that parties have put on the table to tackle climate change, called nationally determined contributions in the lingo of the Paris Agreement. But there is also a wider diplomatic process the UN climate negotiations are set in, what we characterize as the diplomacy of ambition. Over 120 states and 3,000 groups, including businesses and universities, have pledged to reach net zero carbon by mid-century. If all of these were to be achieved, we would be on track to achieving the long-term temperature goals of the Paris Agreement, which is well below 2 degrees above pre-industrial levels. But are these net zero carbon pledges credible, accountable and fair? Are the short-term actions that are reflected in nationally determined contributions in line with the long-term net zero carbon pledges announced by states? Negotiators at COP26 must ask themselves how these ambitious mid-century net zero carbon targets can be integrated into the Paris Agreement architecture. There are hooks in the Paris Agreement to do so. For instance, states could submit long-term low greenhouse gas development strategies. They could also, in their updated nationally determined contributions, indicate how their short-term nationally determined actions will align with their long-term net zero carbon pledges, and in addition indicate how the effort is spread over time so that it is fair both to current and future generations. Integrating the outcomes of diplomatic processes into the Paris Agreement architecture will enhance the credibility, accountability and fairness of net zero carbon pledges, as well as increase the prospects of reaching well below 2 degrees centigrade, the long-term temperature goal identified in the Paris Agreement.